Well, I found out about the patches from my good friend, Dr. Stacy. She told me about them last year, and I guess it was maybe May or June. And well, actually, she sent me something in the mail. She asked for my mailing address, and I didn't even ask her what she was sending me. I was just like, oh my gosh, my friend's gonna send me something in the mail. And when I got them, I'm like, Stacy, I got them in the mail. And she's like, put them on, girl. And I'm like, yes. And I did. I put them on right away. Like, I was so excited. And I'm like, what are these? I'm like, I hope these will help me with my elbow, because my elbow's been hurting for about 4 months, because my son and I were doing strength training. He's in football, and I was just trying to get in shape, and I injured my elbow. And I noticed a difference probably within 3 or 4 days that started feeling better. It wasn't until like 4 months later after that that it completely healed. I would say um, maybe uh, Octoberish, and it's when I was at the grocery store, and I lifted up a big case of water, and I was just like so surprised. I was like, I just lifted this heavy case of water right now. And that's when I noticed it was completely healed. But the very first time that I really noticed something was after the first night, because um, I had the best sleep of my life. And I didn't even realize that I was missing so much sleep, because usually I would get up 3 to 4 times a night, because I'm on high blood pressure medicine and it makes you go to the restroom. So I slept the whole night through that night. And I told her right away, I'm like, Stacy, I slept the whole night through. I cannot believe this. And she's like, that's fabulous. And I started ordering the X39 and using them, because I couldn't wait to, of course, get my elbow healed and find out what else it could do for me, because she says it reverses your age. And I just thought that was, so awesome. So I also ordered the Eon and the Alavita right away, and those really helped with different things too that I experienced. One thing was with the Eon, when I added the Eon to the X39, is I used to have irregular menstrual cycles, where they would last sometimes 3 weeks at a time, very heavy. And I was really sick. Like I went to the doctor, I went to several doctors, no one could help me. They tried so many things. They wanted to do a blood transfusion, and I was so scared of that, but they ended up putting me on iron pills, and those made me sick. They tried birth control pills, they gave me cramps. I didn't stay on that very long. I went to an urologist. uh, Jody, is that how you pronounce it? An urologist? I think so. And it's like a healer. I went to a health food store, had an appointment, and sat with them a couple times. And I tried everything, trying to get help with this. And sometimes I would even, miss months. So I didn't know what was going on with me. And after about 4 months of consistently every day, 12 hours on, 12 hours off, wearing the X39, and then at night I would switch it up with the Eon. It like I believe it was a 3 months later, after adding the Eon, is when I started noticing that it was just evening out, and now I have regular menstrual cycles. I mean, I haven't missed. It's just been on time.
That's
And
awesome.
that was a huge thing for me, because I had suffered with that for over 10 years.
Now, did your son have an injury as well? I think I remember, there were pictures maybe?
Yes, he had a couple injuries. He injured his arms. The coach wanted him to do like 200 push-ups. And I tried to get those pictures to you, but that's okay next time. And I put the Eon and carnosine and the X39 on his arms, and that was our first experience, or my son's first experience. And then he turned his ankle, and I sent you pictures of his ankle. He turned his ankle at football, and he couldn't even walk on it, and he was so upset that he couldn't participate in football.
This is before.
Yes, that happened on a Wednesday. And then I immediately, when he came home, I immediately put the Eon, the carnosine, and the X39 on there. And I have pictures of that too, with the patches on him. And then by that Sunday, he was able to walk on it again without pain.
Was this picture right here that Sunday with just a bruise?
Yes, that was from Sunday.
And then this last one that you sent with your cute little dog in here.
Yes.
How long after he started patching that it went totally down?
That was about a week later.
Wow.
It was about 6 to 7 days later. And
Wow.
He was able to return back playing football again.
And you know, so many of us associate memory issues with an older genre of people. And that's one of the things that you wrote about, that your memory has improved. How has your memory improved?
Most of my life, I've always struggled like with reading. I love to read, but I'll have to like read a few pages a few times before I can just like get it in there, you know? And I actually was born with I guess it was a learning disability. And I really struggled in school. But now I'm just like, I can retain it. Like I can read it and just remember it. If someone tells me something, like I can remember it, you know, right away. Like, you know, some people might have no problem with that, but I, you know, have to understand I struggled with that, remembering things. And now it's like, when, I mean, just like even dates, like I struggled in school with like dates, like a lot of things that you study is about, you know, dates in history. I took political science. You have to learn, you have to know all this stuff, you know.
How long were you on the patches before you really started to see that difference?
I would say a year. That's when I noticed it, because remember when we were at conference, we were sitting around and everyone came up and they introduced themselves, and I went around the table and named everyone's name like within a minute.